So you can see here combining the Pluto-Uranus midpoint with the Saturn-Neptune conjunction. It's triggering all these energies, and we can already read into it and see that so much of this is happening. Another thing with Saturn-Neptune, war-related suffering, often linked to idealistic or deceptive reasons for conflict. Obviously, I mean, do I need to say more? Whole Russia, Ukraine, Syria, it's all deceptive reasons for conflict. And where will it be next? Many people saying possibly Iran, right? Now, the historical examples for Neptune-Saturn conjunctions are 1952, 1953. It was post-World War II restructuring, the Morgan Plan. So much of the groundwork for what's happening now was seeded post-World War II when we saw the collapse of the UK empire, the start of the mass movement of people, and also the start of Muslim fundamentalism beginning then, which is now being also used as a pretext, a battering ram for cultural and societal change. There was McCarthyism, Cold War tensions, the Korean War stalemate. 1989, another Saturn-Neptune conjunction, fall of the Berlin Wall, the supposed collapse of communism when it had just metastasized, becoming cultural Marxism, a new phase we went into of communism. And they were then, 92, going to use the Rio summit and the whole net zero thing to bring in communism. So just one particular type of communism failed. And also 1989, very crucial for Russia, because as Galloway uses the analogy often, under Yeltsin, Russia was like a drunk flat on its back with its pockets being picked. And we know that the Harvard boys, which includes Jeffrey Sachs, was Summers, Littman, they all created an economic plan which led to Russia being its fledgling economy being handed into the hands of 9 oligarchs, and the people of the former Soviet Union had a lot of personal savings which were all totally wiped out. So the economic plan brought in post the collapse of communism was another way of weakening, destabilizing, and raping Russia of its assets and wealth. And during this Neptune-Saturn conjunction, we see exactly the same thing. I refer back to my example of Rishi Sunak and wanting to reallocate the 300 billion Russian assets for restructuring in Ukraine. So a recurring theme there is major things going on in Russia. If you look at my shorts, I've done one on Russia with the Neptune-Saturn conjunction and a couple of others detailing events in history with Neptune-Saturn, also done some with Jupiter in Cancer and what that could potentially mean. And now we enter 2006. By the way, there was also economic restructuring, the Exxon Valdez oil spill in 1989. So more ecological disasters, highly likely as well. Okay, I hope you've enjoyed that. A lot of astrology and a lot of facts to pack into it all. We'll wait and see what happens. I think it's going to be, this year is just going to get more and more ridiculous, busier and more crazy.